All right. Well, it looks like we're in for a bit of a wild day. Amtd has already gone bananas. This is a banana squeeze. Epic move, phenomenal from this morning alone. I mean, it continued a little bit after hours, but this is a really big move. So the news on this one is that they own, I'm just grabbing a screenshot, banana squeeze. They own HKD. And this went up to $966 yesterday. That's pretty crazy. So there's a lot of FOMO in the market today. We're seeing some big moves, and I think the question is going to be how to manage risk when things are moving this quickly. So we have to try to find the most obvious stocks, the ones that have good setups, have good potential, ideally ones with catalysts, and try to ride that momentum and manage risk at the same time. So HKD, it's not going to be possible to manage risk on this given it's $100 a share. That's not going to be $900 a share. It has risk of being halted on T12. AMTD may have that same risk. Both are nicely listed stocks. AMTD is up 400%. And in any case, I've done well on it, and now I'm kind of letting it pull back. So I'm just watching scanners for things to pop up. The stock hour just hit the scanner. Watching the volume's a little lighter right now, but it's a somewhat recent IPO with room. So, you just never know which one is going to start to squeeze, which one's going to open up. It's just a little bit of a kind of waiting game right now. You want to try to be aggressive, but you don't want to jump on the wrong one. We've also seen some pretty harsh rejections today, where stocks pop up, kind of like this, and then just come right back down. And so that ends up being a shooting star candle. So for those tuning in on YouTube, I'm going to give you guys the link here. Reminder as always, in case you didn't know, trading is risky and my results are not typical. So please make sure you take it slow. Don't try to blindly follow me or anyone else, and practice as simulator before you put real money on the line. The YouTube broadcast is delayed versus the broadcast to Warrior members and Day Trade Dash members. Day Trade Dash and Warrior members have access to my ultra low latency broadcast. They don't have any ads, so they can watch in real time. So make sure you manage your risk. And if you want to check out Day Trade Dash, it's there's a link right here. We have opened up the wait list, and so we're giving folks the opportunity to join if they'd like. So we've opened it up for one level of membership, only one right now. So those that are interested, you're welcome to check that out. Okay, so let's see. So what I'm looking at right now, I just want to try to, capitalize on opportunities, be aggressive when we see things that are moving cleanly. Yeah, MAIA, so you've got a big red candle right there. Yesterday we had LRTPB, if you recall. So LTRPB, sorry. So LTRPB was yesterday, and this one, legit went from $20 to $82 a share. No big deal, just totally insane. QRTEB, another 5-ticker symbol, picked up some sympathy momentum to that and went from $4 to $20. I think both of these have probably topped out and might get shorted off of that level, but there may be opportunity for a retest of that level, which would be about $3 a share, $4 a share from the current prices. So there could be an opportunity on both of those. QRTEB is going to be easier to manage risk on. LTRPB is more expensive, so probably wouldn't trade that. HDK, this one, HKD. So just a totally crazy move up to $966 a share. Some huge short sellers swinging big and taking risk, getting squeezed out big time. I mean, these can be $1 million losses, multi-million-dollar losses for traders. It's almost unthinkable. This is one of the biggest percentage moves I've actually ever seen, from $12 to 966. I haven't seen anything that big before. So I've been trading for a long time, and that right there was a first. That was even more dramatic than GameStop, right? I mean, that was just absolutely crazy. So that is a true squeeze. That one for sure is going into the archives for us. So I'm gonna make sure I do some record keeping on this one, so we can review that one in classes down the line. Let's see. So that was crazy. But it does have risk of being halted by the exchange pending their review. So at any time, it could get halted, and then you wouldn't be able to do anything. You're stuck. You can't buy, you can't sell. And if you're holding it long, oh my God, you could lose a lot. It could resume. It could never resume, or it could resume at, cents per share or $1 per share. And that's why people are shorting it, because they're thinking that might happen, I think. But an AMTD does have similar risk, so you have to be careful with that one as well. High is 1440. It's not nearly as crazy as HKD, but it is up 450%, and it's a NYSE listed stock. And we know that NYSE stocks, the New York Stock Exchange, halts more frequently than NASDAQ. So we do have to be a little bit cautious there. This is currently stair-stepping down. I did identify some pretty big sellers on this in this area here. The level 2 started to get a little erratic as we were seeing some huge orders getting marketed out. So just like flushing, essentially a market order, like just in order to go way below the bid, huge flush, and then pop back up. Some stocks from Friday and Monday, MGAM, this one is pulled back, which is typically what happens. They have their moment of attention and action, and then they pull back. Getty went higher, actually went higher, up to $45 a share, pulling back a bit now. OST. So this is the thing. We've seen a couple patterns that are like this, where you've had this, this sort of setup. We saw the same thing on Duo. I think it was Duo. Started to pop up this morning, didn't hold. A stock that's been selling off for a while. Was it LYT? There were a couple others I saw. LYT was another, but I haven't seen one that's really held its level yet. So I'm a little bit unsure. I think we need to be a bit cautious on these. Watch them for sure, but it's not. I mean, it's an IPO from back here, and so that's kind of this technical setup, but I'm just not sure yet. So PGY, another one to watch. This one, high is 30, just over 32. High is 32.70, right there. MAI, pulled back quite a bit there. So that one isn't really trustworthy at the moment. $274. $274. Still watching AMTD. So Nathaniel in the Day Trade Dash room said, paid for my quarter of Dash on AMTD this morning. And Steven said, paid for my first 3 months with iLag, one of the trades earlier. So good job. That's awesome. Manage your risk. As always, you should practice in a simulator. You don't want to blindly follow me or anyone else, but for those that already know what they're doing and they're looking for idea generation, looking for scanners, it's a great platform for that. AMTD, a little bit of a funny pattern right now. We did send you guys an email yesterday, but those that are on the Day Trade Dash waitlist, but I'll pin it and post it here again. Just check your spam box just to be sure. AMTD feels like we may get a curl here, so watching it. Starter there on AMTD, watch over 75 and 80. So see how it starts to pull away. Only bought 1,500 shares as a starter. Added there at 90 for the break of 12. So now we want to see if this thing breaks 12 and then squeezes up to 12.17, 12.25, then we've got something we can really work with here. So watching, added at 82 to buy the dip. Now looking for the break through 12. Watching ads at 90. So right now we're looking for the break through 12 on AMTD, but I'm gonna go flat break even on that trade, managing my risk. So that was a break even trade more or less. I added into that level for the extension. We didn't get it, and so then I just get out break even. Now watching dip trade right there at 96. So now I'm in at 1096 on a dip. And profit coming back up there at 22. So we're going to send another email for those on the Day Trade Dash VIP waitlist in probably about an hour to give you a link to join. We're doing email only, and we're only opening one level of membership right now. Nice bounce on AMTD, but definitely a little choppy. Float is higher, but the price action is good. Watching down here, added there at 10.99, buying this dip again. Now looking for an add over 20. This is off ascending support. Added at 11.15 for the break of 11.20, and now looking for the squeeze up to 11.25, 11.30. So trying to trade off of yellow ascending support on AMTD, looking for the move higher, but going flat on that, maybe $150 loss. It's breaking this yellow line, and I don't like that. So trying to buy dips to manage risk a little bit better. This could go down to 1073. No, we don't stream through YouTube for members. We use our own streaming servers. They're ultra low latency. Add it back. Oh, no fill. Tried to add at 98, but order didn't fill. Jumped over me. It's a little risky though here because we kind of have this flat bottom pattern. It could break this and sell off, flush more. I don't think there's a lot of profit potential in this area. Not till it starts to move up a little bit more. So it feels like there's some resistance right now on this one. I think looking at the top gappers, we've got about 30 minutes to the opening bell. So now we're starting. This could be a capitulation here, sell off if we break through this level. So we want to be a little careful here. This is a risky place to buy because we could sell off down to 996, down to the VWAP. But on the other hand, it feels like it could be a good place to buy because you're near some support. So just going to watch to see whether or not it gives me the indicator that it's going to hold or flush. So nice bounce there, but you know, pretty risky. Now watch back through 11.15 for the reversal back higher. Added at 11, looking for 11.15 and that whip back up. Can we get 11.15? Small winner there. I was looking for the reclaim of a whole dollar. There you go, there's 11.20. Flat on the trade though. So see how it comes back to that yellow line to the upside? Can't break above it. Not yet anyways. Nice, good job, good gains. Good work. OST, another one. You know, you're getting those moves, but they're not sticking. Amtd, it feels like maybe the tide could shift, but would need to really break back over 12. And, you know, you could just wait for it to get back over 12 and then look to actively trade the move back up to 14, 1440 high. Trading in this area is a bit riskier. QNRX was on the scans earlier. This one's worth keeping an eye on for a break back over VWAP. PGY daily chart still looks good over 31, 32, but I don't know if enough traders are watching it right now. Spreads on HKD are pretty big right now, the biggest they've been so far. LTRPB is still flagging. So this one, if it broke over the highs, you would probably look for something like an extension up to 100, 120, 150, just based on the price action. I would be curious if that would give QRTEB momentum, but I'm not sure. Amtd seems to be the one today that traders are focusing on. Where'd you hear that, Kasari? Revlon. Yep. So I think at this point, the game plan, duo back up. So, you know, or just 750. Got to refresh that. Just gonna send that for 1 second. So I think at this point, I'm just gonna watch to see where we get continuation, what seems to hold up. So kind of rolling over, breaking down. Aside from bounces off the low, I think we have to probably wait it out a little bit. So in any case, hit the daily goal pretty early this morning. Nice trades on AMTD. You know, could have done better, but got green on it, so can't really complain too much. And it's still early, so there's still a lot of opportunity as we go through the day. We've seen, you know, as we saw yesterday, a ton of opportunity, both Friday and yesterday, late morning, afternoon. So, you know, QRTEB was like a 2 o'clock move yesterday. So I'll stick around a little longer today to see if we do get any late morning or early afternoon momentum. If we do, I'll try to capitalize on it. If we don't, then, you know, that's fine too. But it's important when the market is showing opportunities to try to be able to capitalize on them, because these types of winners will tide us over, you know, during the slow periods. And we've just gotten through a slow period. It's been really hot this last week. Last 2 weeks, week and a half. So I want to kind of try to keep adding gains and build a little bit of a cushion here for the month of August. APDN, I see it. It is the second leading gapper this morning. The float is 8.8 million shares. It's been selling off for quite a long time. The thing is, I feel like, you know, what's been obvious today, AMTD, you know, HKD, okay, those ones are connected. The other ones that have been strong, LTRPB, QRTEB, it doesn't feel like this one really fits that kind of same narrative like the hot stocks. It seems like it's a certain type that are moving more right now. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. But the high here on this is 660 on QNRX. I'll buy this here for the break. And let's see if we get a squeeze on break of VWAP over 75 and 85 and over 7. If we can reclaim 7, then I'm going to look to start to scale in for a move back to 8. So watching here, we've got 696 on the ask. Added 696 for the break of 7. Booking some profit there. Now watching the pullback. Can it hold 7? $7 first profit target. Psychological resistance. New order. If it can hold over VWAP and over 7, then we'll look for a move higher. This is a reverse split. This one made a bit of a bigger move earlier from 5 all the way up to 890. So watching here, added back 704. Now looking for 725. Over 725, we're going to look for a move up to 750. This one's up 85%. Watching here over 725 for the next ad. So we're starting to move higher. This is good. Added at 720 right there to anticipate the breakthrough 25. There's 22. There's 28. Booking a little profit on the way. Added at 30. Now looking for 40. So we've got 30 on the ask. Looking for 740 and then 750. My back of mind target on this would be a squeeze up towards 8 and a retest of the pre-market highs. Watching to buy dips. So now watch over 45. There's 35. Holding 1,000 shares right now. High of this candle is 35. New order goes at 35. So this is a break of VWAP setup. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. High of this candle is 35. Watching off of 7 to buy the dip. Added at 705, dip trade. Now looking for 735, 740. So we like to try to buy those dips. 712 average. So this one you can tell is more volatile. A little bit more profit up there towards 731. Actively trading the range. We have about 15 minutes to the opening bell. 735, new order still. Watching for dips, trading with smaller size. AMTD still on watch. QRTEB, LTRPB, both on watch. Watching for the next dip on QNRX. Look at that. Added at 748. See that big green order? That burst on the level 2. Now watch over 755 and 65. And let's see if this accelerates. Watching QNRX now for a move up. Love seeing that green order. Add at 750. Now looking for 765 and 775. I want to try to keep adding on this for a move up to 8. We're up 95%. Added at 55. There's 60 on the ask. Taking some profit. Added back at 58. Now looking for 65 and 75. Nice bid there. There's 65. Can we pull away and get a move up to 8? There's 75. Nice. A little more profit. So about $1,800 on QNRX. Not a home run, but green. High volume on that pop right there. High of this candle is 75. Added back at 75. Now looking for 85 and 95. It's starting to pick up here. Let's look for the squeeze through $8. Watch over 85 and 95. Added at 84 right there. Now looking for the move up over 8 as it accelerates. There's 95, 97. Watch for the squeeze through $8. Let's see if we get the break of 8. Added at 97 right there for the break of $8. Now looking for 810, 815. Profit on the way up. Now watching dip. High was 804, new order 85. Added there 801 for the break of 85. There's 815, a little profit. Now watching 815. Dip trade at 96. Let's see if we get a move on this. This is our third leading gapper right now. Nice break of VWAP setup on QNRX. Very nice. 98 average, 99 average. Flat for right now. So now waiting on this, putting it on a side chart, wanting to watch a pullback. So nice 1 minute pullback right here. That's the micro pullback. High of this candle is 807. Extended on the 5, needs to pull back. Dip at 65. Trying to buy these deeper dips and then watching over 79 and 80 to see if we can reclaim 8. Added there at 75 on QNRX. Looking for the move back up to 85. Flat for now, 69, small loss. When I buy dips, I look for immediate pop back up. A little less than 10 minutes to the opening bell. Amtd, a nice dip off the VWAP. It's kind of not a super clean 5-minute chart here. You know, it's not ideal. Still keeping it on watch, but QNRX double top up at this 809 level, 810. So we got almost $2 a share actually, from about 650 up to 8. So I think this one's still worth watching. Amtd, I'm not sure the spot where I'm going to be interested. Big burst of orders there on Amtd, big burst of sell orders. MAIA, well, it's a tricky 5-minute chart, but if that can reclaim, but I'd probably wait for it to get back up to 9. Big sell orders on that one as well. All right, so caution flag. So with, you know, about 5 minutes to the opening bell, I think the game plan here is just to watch to see what sticks, what holds up. Overall market, yeah, pulling back a little bit. It's due for a pullback, so not really concerned about that. We have gotten pretty darn close back up to the 200 moving average. So the overall market's in better shape than it was a month ago. You know, we'll see where we level out, but so no real issue with the overall market. I think the game plan today is to watch to see what starts to take off, and then once something proves itself, to jump on and ride that momentum and capitalize on it as much as we can. Yesterday you had QRTEB, the day before we had MGAM, and there was another one later. So that's the game plan here. That's kind of what I'm thinking at this point. Amtd. Yeah, you've got the volume weight average price down here for sure. I just feel like this is like a parabolic squeeze, and it was, and now we've, you know, retraced like most of it. So aside from, you know, maybe a little bit of a move back up, I just don't know if we're going to get anything really big. Yeah, and you may have some traders that take profit going into the open that don't know how to trade pre-market, so they're just going to wait till the open. Nice, Rachel. Good job. Good work getting green. Hey, Daryl. Good morning. Welcome. All right, so we've got our game plan here. I've crossed over the daily goal and working my way up. I want to walk away today with at least 5,000, which means I can risk 3,500 or so from here on out. So I have to be a little bit, so I actually have a pretty good cushion, but you know, I've got to be still a little bit careful. Might be a little choppy at the open. So we'll see what kind of action we get, and then I'll be back at it for the morning show first thing tomorrow morning. But those streaming on Dash, Day Trade Dash, and Small Cap Room, we'll keep trading here. We'll keep streaming. And remember, Warrior Pro members, 11 a.m. Mentor session in the Warrior Pro room. So we'll see you guys at 11. All right, that's our game plan here with about a minute or so to the open. Reminder as always, trading is risky. My results are not typical, so make sure you take it slow. And we'll see you back here first thing tomorrow morning for those on YouTube.